Hey, what's going on everybody? Spooky T here. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite indicators, Market Cipher B. I'm going to show you some examples. We're going to break down some of the different aspects of this indicator and how we can use it to craft a pretty good trading strategy. We're going to be using the Bitcoin USD chart for this example on the 1 hour time frame. So in order to add this indicator, go to Indicators tab, and you're going to want to type in Wu Minchu Market Cipher B plus divergences. So go ahead and add that to your chart, and once you do, it will pop up like this. Now, at first glance, you kind of got a lot going on here with this indicator. So we'll talk about the different aspects of this and what I really think are the best things to focus on when using this, when crafting a trading strategy. So some of the main things that you got is you have your money flow right here. As you can see this red, how the money flow goes out, price typically goes down, money flow goes positive, and it becomes more bullish, and so on. It's like a sine wave. It goes down and up, and that will give you a pretty good indicator if money is coming into the market or if it's flowing out. So that's the first aspect that you want to be looking for, is your money flow. Next off, we have your waves. These waves right here. So what these are is basically a good way to be able to gauge momentum in the market. And what we're going to want to be looking for is we're going to be looking for times when the price and the momentum comes so far down that it actually goes beneath this little white line here. And you can think of this as being like a very oversold environment in the market right here. And vice versa, if it was, somewhere up here, now this is a very overbought market condition. As you can see, typically it tends to revert from these points. But we don't want to just be taking any trades from these points, even when we get these green buy dots and red sell dots, just because it fluctuates so often that if you take every single dot as an entry, then you're probably going to get wrecked doing that. So instead, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to wait for what's known as an anchor wave. So that's any time when the wave comes all the way down into this oversold territory. That's going to be our first indication that we're going to be looking for a reversal. And the next thing that we're going to want is we're going to want price momentum to come all the way back up, and we're going to want it to make a more shallow wave right here, followed with a buy dot, because that will show that the momentum is starting to shift upwards. Now this indicator does actually provide divergences for signals as well, so it can do that, so you can be on the lookout for those as well. But I'll just go ahead and fast forward here, and we'll wait to see if this is going to be a valid entry signal. So here we go right here. Here's our buy dot, followed by this preceded after this anchor wave here. So we get an anchor wave, and we get a shorter wave, and as you can see, this color shift starts to happen from this light blue. It actually clips up like this. That's a good way to see that the momentum is starting to shift. So what this is telling us is that this might be a good time to buy. Also, as you can see here in our money flow, the money flow consistently came down, and it's starting to nice and smoothly curve back up to this zero line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and buy right here, and we can place our stop loss below the low of this market, and then what we can do is probably target about let's go for a 3-to-1. Let's see if that hits. So if we're risking about 3K, make about 9K, and we'll see how it plays out. Alright, so as you can see here, we did get a pretty nice move. At this point, I would be managing this trade and watching it. The money flow did cross to the upside after our entry, so that's exactly what we'd want to see when we're using this indicator. But then we can see as soon as we get this anchor wave followed by this trigger wave on the bearish side, exactly what the price kind of started stalling out and stuff like that, and now we've actually had the money flow cross to the downside. So if this is me and I'm in this position, I'd probably either place my stop to break even or start trailing my stop, or just take my profits out altogether and call it good. It's a pretty good indicator. I like to use it. I find that it works better on these higher time frames, like the 1 hour. 15 minutes, probably the lowest that I'd go. I have used this on the 1 minute chart. It has mixed results. It does work well if you really have a knack for scalping and maybe using some other things along with it. But it's not something that I would just rely on using fully on a lower time frame. But it can be a pretty comprehensive indicator to use on like a higher time frame type of strategy with this. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. It does work on crypto, indices, pretty much anything that you can trade, this will work on. Have you ever used it before? Let me know. Other than that, it's your boy Spooky T. Happy trading, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.